On this week's episode of Bob Redfern's Outdoor Magazine, it's all about the low country of South Carolina, from fishing to a great low country shrimp recipe. Stay tuned for this and a whole lot more on this week's Bob Redfern's Outdoor Magazine.
Beautiful right there. What I thought initially, he might have been a jay. Fish on. Doubled up, man.
Looks like I got a little trout on here.
Fish on, Chris. All right, buddy. Yeah, man. Yeah, you working it.
It's not looking too bad.
No, sir.
There you go. Decent fish.
Yeah.
Come here, buddy.
It's good. 13, 14 incher. Can't complain about that. God, they got such soft mouths.
They do. It's not too bad.
No. There you go. All right. Got to be more where that came from.
He thumped it as soon as it came out of that grass.
Did he? Fish on. Fish on.
You get you wrapped up in that grass?
I don't know what he's wrapped up in, brother. Well, he's on there.
I think he must have gone around that grass.
Yeah.
Go ahead and just free line him and see if he'll swim right out of it.
He's coming.
All they got to do is lay that grass down and they can swim right outside of it.
There you go. There he comes. Well, folks, we're fishing. It's been about 9 or 10 years since we've been down here in Beaufort, South Carolina, and my guide today and our host, Chris Matson, of Matson Guide Service. Chris, former Marine, 2 tours overseas, and now in 2011 you're a full-time fishing guide, brother. Huh?
Yes, sir. Things are quite a bit different.
I bet they are. But you know, with Paris Island right here in the background, that kind of brings back some hoorah.
That's right. That's right. We've been listening to their gunfire all
There
morning.
You go.
And so it's nice to be able to get a redfish in the boat here.
Yeah. Woo, man. Oh, yeah. There we go. We'll let the camera look at him a little bit, Chris.
All right.
That's all right. You're doing good, man. You're doing what guides do. See, you don't get a fish very often.
I'm usually cheating with a net too.
Yeah. See, no nets on our boat. See. All right, get him. You want to get him?
I tell you what, if this was a tournament day, he's perfect size.
Yeah, he would be, wouldn't he? Ooh, yeah.
And no spots on that fish either.
No, not a lick. Isn't that funny?
That hook just came right up from him fighting against that grass.
Yeah. Look at that. Okay. You know what's so nice about these fish is that blue coral tail.
That's right.
Because they're bumping down there. So with that, let's let this hummer go, and we'll get him down. All right, he's gone. Bo, man, I'm telling you.
Our Chevy Destination takes us to the low country of South Carolina, to the town of Beaufort. Beaufort is the second oldest city in South Carolina, behind Charleston. The city is renowned for its scenic location and for maintaining a historic character by preservation of its antebellum architecture. Beaufort has been featured in the New York Times and named Best Small Southern Town by Southern Living and Top 50 Adventure Town by National Geographic Adventure. For a great week or weekend getaway, maybe Beaufort, South Carolina is calling you for a low country experience. And no matter where your next Chevy destination takes you, make sure you're getting there in a new Chevrolet vehicle. For more information, visit Chevrolet.com today.
We all depend on trucks.
Chevy trucks. We think it's because Chevrolets are
The most dependable
trucks.
built to last a long time. With durability.
And ruggedness.
I like the extra power.
Pulling power.
Maxi power!
And quality.
Seems they make them
Strong with
Extra strong. Mile after mile.
I was really fortunate to be raised in a family with a strong outdoor heritage. We've been farming and hunting land that's been in our family since the Revolutionary War. Being good stewards of the land and wildlife and passing that on to future generations has always been part of our heritage. My grandfather created a company based on these values, and 70 years later, Pennington is still guided by these principles. This culture and these values are reflected in all of our products. Let us help you create your own outdoor legacy.
For 50 years, Ranger has led the way in innovative, high-performance designs, and we're raising the bar again with a bold new flagship line, the Ranger Z Comanche L Series. These rigs are custom crafted with a passion for perfection and loaded with more features and advantages to deliver domination at every level. The next generation Ranger L Series. Celebrate a legacy, 50 years in the making.
Stronger. Tougher. Still just as ugly. Introducing the next generation Ugly Stick GX2. Ugly never quits.
Bob Redfern's Outdoor Magazine, brought to you today by the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources. Life's just better outdoors. By Berkeley. Catch more fish with Berkeley Fishing Products. By Ranger Boats. Still building legends one at a time. By Browning Ammunition. Browning, the best there is. By Shenandoah Plantation. South Alabama's top quail destination.
Get him, Chris.
And,
Get him, brother.
I thought it was gonna do a little bit more than that.
Mm-hmm. It's not that little.
No, he's not. Actually, he kind of grew a little bit. I thought he was more that 9 to 12 inch
I
category.
think your eyesight's slipping, man.
It might be. So what's neat is I've seen a lot of these fish lately,
Yeah.
and they'll be like this one, where they've got an injury from a bird.
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
almost all been on the tail end. I don't know if that's because those are the unsuccessful attempts,
It may be.
but I've seen quite a few of those lately.
Now, do you have a good trout recipe that you share with your clients?
You know, you can do a lot with them. You can do fish tacos with them. You can do, I mean, in the South we fry like everything.
There you go.
I really like breading them with panko. Just about everything with panko.
Do you really?
And then I cut it into chunks that are of similar size,
Right.
so that when you're frying them, you can fry them evenly,
Yeah.
just so you get some even cooking. Otherwise, you end up overdoing the tail, underdoing the top slab of the meat.
Yeah. Fish on, Chris. Fish on, brother.
There you go.
Yee.
That one's pulling a little harder.
There he is. Yeah. Yeah, man. Come here. You're not very big, but that's okay. You think you
I
are.
thought he was big at the beginning. That's a little bitty redfish.
Yeah, a little one. That's okay, man. Well, you know, he was hungry.
He was hungry. He
Nice.
took it like he meant it.
Nice pretty tail, nice black spot. He'll grow up to be a big one of these days.
He will. Got a little sea lice on him there. We'll
He hammered. He hammered that thing.
This one's got that blue on the tail.
Yeah, it does. I'm telling you. They eating oysters.
And a false eye. And if you didn't think that mattered, I've seen a lot of them. We were showing you earlier about that trout that had the damage in the back. I've seen them where they've gone after that spot in the tail thinking it was a head.
Highly. All right, I tucked this thing right back up in behind that grass.
Which side of it?
On the right side. And he came out and grabbed it. And made no mistake about it. He wanted it.
Maybe they just hadn't slid in here yet and they're sitting on that oyster.
It could be. Could be.
I usually don't play on top of that oyster bar too much if you
Yeah.
I usually keep it on the inside edge. I just pulled it off of that oyster.
Yeah, okay.
Can't tell if he's a little better or... Yeah, he's a little better.
All right, fish on. I got one.
There you go.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Is he shaking his head or is he a red?
Yeah, he is. He's about the size of what you had. Maybe a little bigger. Yeah. He's coming. He's coming. Come here. Let everybody see you. Yeah. Nice little trout.
Yeah, he wanted that bait for sure.
Yes, he did.
They sure are pretty.
Yeah, they are pretty, ain't they?
That's a beautiful fish right there.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah.
I'll go ahead and...
You got him?
Yep.
See if we can get that out of there. You're right. He wanted that in the worst way.
Like that whiting earlier, you couldn't even see the jig head.
And I hate those little
You want me to
teeth up there.
Let me try to pop it out of there for you.
Yeah, see if you can get it.
I have a slightly better angle.
Yeah, you do. See if I don't want. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Those are some sharp hooks. I'm just gonna dunk them for a second.
Yeah, there you go. Do it.
That just goes to show that all of a sudden we just weren't on them anymore.
I know.
All of a sudden you get on them and boom.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, bingo.
I started doubting the retrieve. And it just so happened that it wasn't the retrieve. They just we just weren't on the fish. They just moved.
Okay. All good.
Never used these jig heads before, but I like them. They are.
The gulp jig head is really a good jig head.
Be sure to catch more Bob Redfern's Outdoor Magazine by visiting online at bobredfern.com. Go to Bob's Top 16 and plan your next outdoor adventure with the same outfitters you see on the show each and every week. Looking for cooking ideas for your next meal? Then be sure to visit the Sportsman's Table and see all the new and past recipes from some of the best chefs in the Southeast. If you missed an episode or just want to look at a past show, cooking episodes, or special features, then become a subscriber of Bob Redfern's Outdoor Magazine's YouTube channel. Stay connected online with Bob Redfern's Outdoor Magazine at bobredfern.com.
When is the last time you traced your roots? Not your family's roots. The roots of the food you eat. Those roots should run deep, not from afar. Just like the legacy of farmers here in South Carolina.
Day in, day out, farmers from every corner of our state are carrying on the traditions of bringing locally grown food to your table. So, choose food that's rooted right here. Choose certified SC grown. It's a matter of taste.
A safety lanyard is a device worn by the operator of a boat or a jet ski. State law requires the operator of a jet ski to wear their safety lanyard at all times. Be a responsible boater and wear your safety lanyard.
Look around, breathe it in. Let your soul revel in nature's tapestry. It's the wind rustling through sawtooth oaks, the warm glow of sunrise reflected across a misty blanket embracing the landscape. This is Shenandoah Plantation, your gateway to Central Alabama's finest hunting experience where sporting abundance meets endearing southern comfort. Look around, breathe it in.
On South Carolina waterways, each child under the age of 12 must have on a personal flotation device in any boat under 16 feet. Make sure that all boats have flotation devices when you're on the waterways for your safety and safety of others.
The Sportsman's Table is brought to you by the South Carolina Department of Agriculture. Whether you live in South Carolina or out of state, be sure to buy South Carolina grown meats, vegetables, and fruits. Make sure your food is South Carolina certified. It's a matter of taste.
Welcome to this edition of the Sportsman's Table. My special guest, Executive Chef Ryan Coffindaffer from Elson's Pub in Myrtle Beach. And we've got a special recipe for you all this week. I don't think I've ever had a combination of shrimp and wild boar. And so with that,
yes, brother,
I'm telling you, man, this is going to be awesome. Let's get started. What are you going to do first, Ryan?
Actually, I'm going to do the sweet potato hash with the smoked wild boar belly. And then we're going to go into the South Carolina local collard greens, actually, that I grew myself.
Really?
In a little garden, yep.
Oh, awesome.
And then after that, we'll do some pan-seared McConnell shrimp with a smoked bourbon fig barbecue sauce.
See, and the shrimp are looking at us too. Look at my eyeballs. All right, here we go.
Get a little bit of oil over here.
Yeah.
And take a little bit of sweet potatoes, pop those in there a little bit. Get that sizzle going. And get a little bit of wild boar. Get that going in there.
Ooh, wow.
Get a little bit of caramelized onions.
And folks, you want a copy of Ryan's recipe, just log on to BobRedfern.com. Go to the Sportsman's Table and it'll all be there.
Here.
Yeah.
A little fresh thyme that I grew out in my garden too. A little shake there. Nice caramelized up. Then we'll take the collard greens that I grew myself also. Braise them up in some liquid.
Certified SC,
yes,
right
sir.
there.
And then also, this is actually a thing called pot liquor. And that's the liquid is what we use to braise. And actually, you can strain this out and use it as a sauce too if you want to.
Okay.
Most people just throw it away, and that's pretty sad because this is the best part of it right here.
Yeah.
Get that over here like that. It's already braised and seasoned, so it's going to warm these up a little bit.
Gotcha.
There's also some leeks in there too to get a little bit more flavor.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, that's also make sure you always use like a ham hock or something smoked there too. You know, some bacon or something like that.
I see you got some bay leaves in there.
Some bay leaves in there too.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, then get that warmed up a little bit.
Okay.
Then we come over here to the star over here, the shrimps. It would take like a couple minutes. That's one thing you don't want to do is overcook shrimp.
I got you.
And especially if you leave the heads on, there's a little butter fat. We call the fat right there. And it melts on there and gives a little more flavor. So better.
Okay.
Pan again, nice and hot here. Let's get this going over here.
See, I learned a tip about shrimp.
Yep. Always leave, you know what, some people too, they pop the heads off, you can actually fry them, eat those too.
Oh, wow.
So most people kind of discard it, this and that, I don't know. You want to
There's just something about eating the shrimp when he's looking at you.
Yeah, right? It's kind of scary.
I always kind of like to go from the back end forward.
Right? Exactly. You get these little beauties right here. Your pan's nice and hot. Nice little sear on there.
Now you're just going to turn them and they're pink?
Yep.
Okay.
Again, salt and pepper. A little bourbon smoked sea salt from Bull's Bay Salt Works down here in McConnell also.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So I run a little pub that does. So I always try to get local ingredients. Stuff from the farm. I use local purveyors to the breads and produce and all good jazz too.
Super.
So get these guys going here.
Well, that's what makes food here in South Carolina so unique.
Absolutely.
Because you guys and gals, all the chefs that we feature week in and week out, come up with some of the best recipes I believe I've ever seen or ate.
Well, and the best thing about it is right down here, you just drive right down the Murrells Inlet, you can get the fish right off the boat.
Exactly.
Right to your restaurant.
Exactly. Or go to the farmer's market and get fresh produce.
Absolutely. Here, a little bit of wine. Cook those up a little bit. As he says, as soon as they turn pink, they're done.
Yeah.
So these guys are almost there. And while that's cooking over here, I'm going to add a little bit of that. Oh, and actually, I grew the figs too.
Oh, did you really?
Yep.
Wow.
And then actually my boss makes some pretty good barbecue sauce, so I just kind of incorporated that. I plugged that in for DY.
There you go.
He'll enjoy that. Barbecue sauce in here to coat them up a little bit.
That smells great. Wow.
Okay, we got the collard greens down there.
Yeah.
Then we take the wild boar sweet potato hash, put on top of that. As I'm shaking like a leaf over here.
That's okay.
Smoked that little wild boar belly this morning for about 3 hours. Some pecan wood.
Now, can you put something else as a meat in there?
Absolutely. You can use bacon, anything else you want. Pork belly, wild boar belly, anything you want to put in there.
I got you. Okay. Some folks ask us that. Well, where do we get wild boar? Well,
exactly.
Yeah. You be the judge.
Exactly.
So if they want to put pork in there, that'd be all right. Just straight pork. Okay.
Just straight pork.
All right.
Then the star of the shows, we get little shrimpies around here.
Oh yeah, man. You even saved their eyeballs. Look at that.
The best part.
South Carolina shrimp
are the best in the world, man.
You ain't
They're
kidding.
sweet, succulent.
Nothing like it. There you go. That's okay. They're loving it. They're loving it.
Some would say we go odd numbers here, so.
Yeah.
Can't get this stupid thing in there. All right, so that's 5 right there. And then we take a little bit of barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
I'll fix that quick here in a minute.
Okay.
Some of that barbecue, some of that little love juice right there.
Yeah.
Pour it
Look
around
at
there
that.
like that.
Wow. Look at that.
And there you go.
Folks, listen, if you want to know more about Elsa's Pub, log on to BobRedfern.com. Get Ryan's recipe. Come on down when you're in Myrtle Beach. And remember, it's fresh on the menu. CertifiedSCGrown.com. We'll see you next week.
To find out more information on food that's fresher and tastier, go online at CertifiedSCGrown.com. Buy certified South Carolina grown products. It's a matter of taste.
We all depend on trucks.
Chevy trucks. We think it's because Chevrolets are
The most dependable
trucks.
Built to last a long time. With durability.
And ruggedness.
I like the extra power.
Pulling power.
Maxi power!
And quality.
Seems they make them
Strong with extra strong. Mile after mile after mile.
We were born to innovate, to find a better way. New Berkeley hard baits. New designs. Trigger-loaded actions. Mind-blowing colors. Because everyone wants to catch more fish.
Start down in Port Royal with a basket of fresh oysters every bit as good today as they were back when Papa showed you how to eat them. Then to McClellanville for some fresh caught shrimp. Nice big ones you can just about hide behind. Toss in a few crabs that you pick up in Marl's Inlet, and by the time you get to Little River, you've got a seafood feast that tastes like South Carolina. Carolina caught, Carolina bought. Thanks y'all for keeping it local.
For 50 years, Ranger Boats has been paying tribute to America's armed forces and their families, not only in the United States, but those men and women who serve all over the world. At Ranger Boats, we appreciate the dedication that these men and women do each and every day, protecting and preserving the very foundations of our freedom. Ranger Boats wants to give back to America's real heroes with our Operation Troop Salute program. For more information, visit rangerboats.com today.
Bob Redfern's Outdoor Magazine is brought to you today by Chevrolet, the official vehicle of Bob Redfern's Outdoor Magazine. By the South Carolina Department of Agriculture. By South Carolina, it's a matter of taste. By Paddington Seed, the leader in outdoor forage products. By Browning, the best there is. By Bienville Plantation, Florida's best trophy bass fishing.
Michelle?
You back on?
Yep.
All right.
It's not,
get him, Bo. Get
he's
him.
not as big as I thought he was, I don't think.
That's okay. Get him, Chris. Get him, Bo. You're due.
I don't know. He's changing his mind. I had that drag set down for reds.
Well,
I don't know if he's hooked funny or...
You got a little bend there. It's okay, Bo.
I don't want to get him around that powerful one. I don't know what it... He's not fighting like a trout. No, it's a red.
Yeah.
He's just... He's not a giant, but he sure thought he was.
He knew that Chris Matson was on the other end of that rod and reel, and he was just flat going to just give up. I've done it. That's all I can do.
I couldn't figure. I thought he was either a giant
there
trout,
you go,
or he was a fish that used that 4-knot current in his. There you go. Come on, buddy.
Now, did he come back and hit that again?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. You know, the ones that I hammered did the same thing.
I think he just straight up missed it.
Well, you know, our conditions today are a little different.
They are. It's for a time of the year. It's unbelievably warm.
That's okay.
But beautiful.
We'll take it.
He's shaking his head like he wants to have some.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing, bro.
They're not growing in the right direction.
No, but hey.
Unless we're going for spots.
There you go.
He's got a lot of spots.
He's got a lot more spots than a redfish, yeah. He needs to be, he's a dreamer. Well, folks, that's our show this week. I got to thank my guide and our host today, Chris Matson. Chris, thank you, my friend. Man, I tell you what, thank you for your service. We appreciate all that you've done for the Marines and all the great Americans across the country. I mean, serving 2 tours in the Middle East is not something that we overlook and take lightly. So thank you, and God bless you for that. But having said that, man, we ain't caught a big fish today, but we've caught a lot of fish today, okay, in the reds and the trout. You know, I will tell you, when your clients come, you have a great knack of finding all these little nooks and crannies, and so, you know, fishing's fishing.
Fishing's fishing. Sometimes you follow the crumbs and you find a full cookie, and sometimes you don't.
There you go, man. Well, listen, we'll come back. Got to do some sight fishing for cobia because Beaufort is known for that.
Absolutely.
Again, it's beautiful down here. Just a day on the water, okay? And listen, anything that'll tap the old rod and reel is a good day.
That's right.
And so we thank you very much for that. And folks, listen, if you want to come fishing with this young man, log on to Bob's Top 16 at our website, bobredfern.com, and Matson Guide Service will be located right there. Click on either give him a call or send him an email note, and you can come on down to beautiful Beaufort, South Carolina, and come fishing with him. As I always like to say each and every week, the outdoors is my passion. I want it to be yours too. We'll see you next time.
Be sure to catch more Bob Redfern's Outdoor Magazine by visiting online at bobredfern.com. Go to Bob's Top 16 and plan your next outdoor adventure with the same outfitters you see on the show each and every week. Looking for cooking ideas for your next meal? Then be sure to visit the Sportsman stable and see all the new and past recipes from some of the best chefs in the Southeast. If you missed an episode or just want to look at a past show, cooking episodes, or special features, then become a subscriber of Bob Redfern's Outdoor Magazine's YouTube channel. Stay connected online with Bob Redfern's Outdoor Magazine at bobredfern.com.